Welcome back to Twin Tarot. This is not David, and I'm Gary. And boy, we got a lot to unpack today. So I want to thank everyone who watched the video I put out yesterday regarding whether Putin was going to be the source that would undo Donald Trump. The cards I threw were really amazing and very clear, at least to what the energy was last night. What's very interesting to me is I was watching Libby's recent video along with Susan Lynn's, and we all seem to be kind of like zooming in on the same sort of energy on that. We're also seem to be zooming in on the energy of that let go, let God surrender, if you will, approach, which is basically, trust in the divine. The divine has got this. There's certain things that we cannot control. So, focus on things that make you happy. Spend time with family and friends that are important to you. Do things for the community, whatnot. And several readers were sharing that same message. Kim from Intuit View had a wonderful video talking about narcissists and empaths, which I think I mentioned yesterday. But I was telling my wife, she actually came back from Brazil a day early. Yay! And so it was really nice to have her home. And I was telling her, it's just like, it's really odd that we're all kind of honing in on the same message again. So it seems like the divine order of things seems to be kind of settling down. The water is clearing, and we're starting to pick up on the energy waves again. So that's encouraging, because a lot of us were just like really flabbergasted after the election, because none of us saw this coming. And of course that causes you a certain amount of doubt and sadness, because here we are telling everyone, hey, everything, don't worry, everything's gonna be great, it's, rah rah sisumba, and everything falls on its face. And then you're just like, oh crap, did I just give a whole bunch of people false hope? And I know how crushed I was, and it's just like, oh my god, did I just crush the emotions of thousands of other people? Just that, nothing like that to make you feel better about your day, right? Speaking about making things that make your day better, have we seen Trump's picks for his cabinet? Holy crap. Elect a clown, expect a circus. This is like a complete shit show of the least qualified people holding the most important positions in our government. Dear God in heaven. Seriously, Matt Gaetz for Attorney General. You just can't make this shit up. And Libby's got a video out there about will the Constitution survive, and I haven't watched it yet. And I will watch it after I'm done with this, but it's a fascinating question. So one of the things that Trump had also said was that he wanted to form a like this military review. What do you call it? The Warrior Board. And this Warrior Board is going to be some retired senior military members tasked with reviewing the current 3- and 4-star generals, and then recommending removal of those that don't fit the, lacking in requisite leadership qualities. What do you think the primary leadership quality will be for a 3- or 4-star general? I wonder what Dear Leader would have in mind for that. So I saw that, and that was causing me some angst. So once again, I'm going to have to watch Libby's video on that. But what I want to start at least this video with is when I was talking about Putin. Putin was unhappy with Trump. He sent a couple of warning shots across the bow, and the outcome card I had was the Page of Swords, which it's kind of like Trump just treating it like an 8-year-old kid, with a sword. Just, I don't think he's got the maturity and the wisdom to understand what Putin can do to him. I think he thinks he and Putin are either still good, or that I'm the president of the United States, I've got the best military in the world behind me, yada, yada, yada. Trump's not president yet, and I imagine if Putin comes up with some stuff, I'm sure he's kept receipts. He might have receipts that would maybe prevent Donald Trump from taking the oath of office. And I don't think Trump has played the tape all the way through. He's too busy giving out, candy to his best friends so that they can have their little club in Washington, D.C. So my question here is going to be, does Putin have the receipts, and will he prevent Trump from taking the oath of office and being inaugurated as president of the United States for entertainment purposes only? Foundation of the reading is the Queen of Wands. Okay, strong messaging, keeping very busy, lots of things to do. The Queen of Wands is someone that's got a lot on their plate, and they're very, very busy. Okay, so I'm sure Putin's got a lot on his plate, and I'm sure Trump's got a lot on his plate. Trump, like I said, Trump's very busy giving all these gifts to his friends. The challenge is the Four of Wands, celebrating this. So, Trump is getting ready to celebrate his victory with his little MAGA friends. But right now he's busy, he's busy giving rewards to him. But at the same time, Putin has fired a couple of shots across the bow, and Trump seems to be ignoring it. The energy you don't see underneath it all is the Three of Swords, the heartbreak. Trump is probably really soiling a lot of diapers right now, actually. If he's smart, he's soiling his diapers because he's got to know Putin's ex-KGB. He's got receipts. And Putin will use the receipts if Trump is no longer useful to him. What Putin really wants from Trump is he wants Zelensky to end the war with Russia and Zelensky to basically agree to Putin's terms for the ceasefire and end of hostilities. And Trump doesn't seem to be playing ball with him. And right now, like I said, the energy underneath it is the Three of Swords, the disappointment and the heartbreak. This could be Putin's disappointment and heartbreak as well, because he knows that if he can't get Ukraine to surrender or end the war on his terms, Putin's done. His career and maybe his existence on this planet are probably going to be very short-lived. In the past, we got the High Priestess. Putin's got all sorts of secrets and intelligence. I mean, it's feminine knowledge, but it's knowledge. They have the secrets, and they have the mystery. They know the mystery behind the secrets. Current energy. There's that Ten of Wands again. Trump's become a real burden to him. This war has become a real burden to him. He needs Trump to do his bidding. He needs Trump to help him get this burden to the finish line. And he's not getting help. He's fired 2 warning shots. Trump's ignoring him. But is Putin going to do something about it? Overarching energy, well, that helps. Overarching energy is the Tower. Tower moment. It's like, you know what? If I'm going down, you're coming down with me. There is no way I'm going to take this fall all by myself. Lesson to be learned. Eight of Swords. There's no way out. Putin's got no way out of Ukraine. He has boxed himself in. He's already lost the war. Okay, let's be honest about this. All he's fighting now is for some dirt. He lost the war because he started the war because he wanted to create a buffer zone around Russia and prevent Ukraine, for example, from joining NATO, which is exactly what Finland did. So not only did he not stop Ukraine from joining NATO, I think Ukraine is already on record as saying they're applying, and I think they're on record saying that they're going to take them. But Finland also joined NATO. So, there's that. The objective has already been lost. Now it's just, can I grab some dirt? So will Putin throw him under the bus to prevent him from being inaugurated? Well, there's an interesting card. The Hierophant. It's about the government. It's about the leadership. So it is possible. I mean, once again, Putin is got a heavy burden with Ukraine. He's going to take Trump down with him. Screw you, Trump. It's like, I'm smarter than you. And I am not going to go down just because some idiot isn't smart enough to realize that I need him to do something. But Putin doesn't see any way out of this. out of his predicament. So the Hierophant, I think basically he's going to give over to the government what he knows or what he needs to give in order to prevent Trump from taking the inauguration. That is my current feeling on this. I mean, those are pretty strong cards. It's not as definitive as, say, the cards I got yesterday. So it could be that Putin is just taking that wait and see attitude on how Trump handles things before he makes any kind of final decision. Because, man, once he lets that genie out of the bottle, there's no putting the genie back. You know, the Russians have been playing the long game on this, and I don't think Putin's going to be really. He doesn't want to show his cards until he absolutely positively has to. All right. All right. So let's go for one more question. Will Trump be inaugurated as President of the United States of America? Direct question. Not is he going to be the 47th president? Not is he going to be the 48th? Will he be inaugurated as the President of the United States of America? For entertainment purposes only. Understand the energy on this can shift, so we'll see where we are. Okay. I didn't like that cut. I'm going to give it one more shuffle. Sorry. I know it's so thrilling watching me shuffle the cards. Drives David nuts when I do this. Oh, hey, and by the way, speaking of my brother, if you haven't, check out his video on Tarot by the Bay. He put up a video today, and let's just say it's the same old David that you and I have grown to know and love over the years. So he is back. He's on fire. He's pissed off, and his videos are reflecting that. So for those of you that were wishing him well in the comments, it looks like he's doing a lot better. I suspect that he and I will be doing some reading together this weekend. We've already got plans to get together with some college friends on Saturday. So we may do a little recording before that. We may do a little recording after that. I guarantee if we do recording after, it'll be a lot more fun than the recording before it, because we're going to a German bar. Prost. Okay, so let's see. Is Trump going to be inaugurated as our next president of the United States? For entertainment purposes only, please don't freak out. I don't know what these cards got from me. Oh boy, that's not a great start. Okay, foundation is the star. Well, it depends what you mean by this. Is this Donald Trump or is this democracy? Because I've seen it sort of described as both. So it could be Donald Trump, it could be democracy, could be Tim Walz, because that was my Tim Walz card. The challenge is judgment. Okay, so certainly Trump wants to be inaugurated, but if Putin gives up information, it's up, the information seems to be coming out, and it's up to Congress, the House of Representatives, the senators, and to Biden, quite frankly, to stand up and heed the call. Do you want to protect democracy, or do you want DJT as your next president? Underneath it is the Page of Wands. That's a fascinating card, because that was the card I had when I was doing my Joe Biden reading. What was the title of that reading? It was just recent I did it too, because I remember there was 2 Wands cards. It was, I think it was, will Biden find proof of interference? Or it could have been, because the messaging, because what I remember about that was they were looking at the election information and they found stuff, but they needed to come up with some messaging that worked for everyone, because this is a whole new ball game. And how do you get that messaging out there that talks about the scope of the problem without kind of inflaming MAGA and just making them dig in more? In the past, we got the Ace of Wands. I think that card came up too. Speak softly, but carry a big stick. Yeah, so they're currently finding, so before inauguration, they have to come up with some messaging because they found some damn clear and convincing evidence of shenanigans going on. It might have been courtesy of Putin. The current energy is the Four of Swords. They need to sit back and they need to reflect. They may say this inauguration needs to be delayed until we can verify and prove everything, that all this information that we have underneath this. Biden may say, no, we're stopping this. Overarching energy. Oh my goodness. Nine of Pentacles. The overarching energy, this, once again, it's a couple of things. If we're talking about the democracy, it could be, this is kind of this America is great type of card. This was also my Kamala Harris card, by the way, for those of you who've been watching the channel for a while. The overarching energy is the Nine of Pentacles. We need to enjoy the finer things here in the United States. One of those finer things is a working, functioning, representative democracy. And you have to be very careful, because if we give it up, we're not going to get it back. All right. Once again, or it could be, if there were shenanigans going on, that could be quite unfair to Kamala Harris if she's supposed to be the rightful winner of the election, which is starting to resonate with me on that. That Biden's looking at this is really messed up, because this is, Kamala should have been the one winning this election. Biden's probably thinking, all those tarot readers and intuitives, they had it right. Why wasn't I listening to them earlier? You see, that's how it works sometimes, right? Lesson to be learned. Ace of Cups. Wow. Just a whole upwelling of emotion, a new emotion, just people feeling strong emotions about what's happened. Which may be why we're taking a break here, because certainly if we found out that, certainly the Democrats, if they found out there was cheating going on and Kamala Harris should have won, there is no way they're going to accept an inauguration with Donald Trump. If the messaging is done correctly and there's clear and compelling evidence, everyone but MAGA will probably think, no, this is bullshit. We're not giving up our democracy to DJT because someone helped them win by cheating. This could also be, maybe MAGA finally understanding what the hell they've been supporting all this time. There are already some Google searches about, can I change my vote? What is a tariff? I mean, Jesus Christ. You couldn't do this little research before you voted? For the love of God and all things holy. Okay, so outcome. Okay. The outcome is Donald J. Trump trying to withhold resources as usual. So, will Trump become president? It's hard to say. This last card can go one of two ways. It could be, it's Donald Trump. Sorry, he won. He's got all the resources. He's going to be the happy victor of it. It could also be that Donald Trump is not going to be inaugurated because we got the evidence. We've got a very strong evidence. We've got a story. We're taking a pause. Kamala really won this. There's a bunch of outrage, and we are not going back. We are not going back to this. Okay, so it's an interesting spread. That last card, it's about, once again, it's about being conservative and keeping things of value close. So I guess I have to free my mind of my preconceived notions of what cards mean. So let me stop and think about this. Hopefully this is not going to be a part 2 video 20 minutes now from this. Like, oh, I got it. I can tell you exactly what it means. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles is about keeping things close. Keeping things of value. It's like looking after your health. Looking at, things are... Give me 1 second here. 1 second here. All right, I'm back. Okay, got it. So I did a little look up there because sometimes I'm so used to seeing a card the same way that I need to refresh what the quote unquote the standard definition is, and then think about how that fits. What this is preserving your legacy. And the way I think it fits in the reading is that Biden is trying to preserve the legacy of our democracy. So by delaying the election results, by recognizing that we need to complete an investigation because our democracy is at stake. And it's also Biden's legacy as the 46th president, that is he going to be the president that gave away our democracy to Donald Trump? And I think that's also something that that card could mean. It could also mean that Donald Trump takes office and he becomes the 47th president, or maybe 48th, depending if Kamala Harris is president. But he become the new president. So it could mean a whole host of things. You could tell me in the comments what you think it means. I wish David was here because he would tell me what he thought it meant. But like I said, Dave and I, we're going to be getting together soon. We'll probably do some readings this weekend. So thank you so much for all the comments you had, that you shared about your concern and making sure that Dave was okay. So I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I will do my best to read and respond. I've been getting absolutely overloaded with comments. I'm barely keeping up, and quite frankly, I'm probably going to have to start just whipping through the comments and just not responding as often as I do. I'm getting overwhelmed, to be honest. So, and then I saw Cash Peters has a new video up, so I'm looking forward to watching that today. And then Libby, I'm going to watch your video on the Constitution because Darlene, one of the ladies that leaves comments, was wondering what your message was in that, and I couldn't answer her because I haven't seen the video yet. So everyone, thank you for watching, and I'm going to give you one more thing. It's goodbye from not David. It's goodbye from me, and it's going to be goodbye from this secret card, and we'll see what this card means. So this secret card, let's see. You tell me what you think it means. I'm not even going to look at. Oh, I just saw it. Yep. I think we're all feeling that one right now, aren't we? So keep your faith, keep your hope alive, and we can bury that Three of Swords. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.